Evening, everybody. It's 5:43, and this is your closing comment for today, 4/27, a Thursday, and it was a very strong day. The Dow was up 524 or 1.57%. The uh, second biggest winner was the Nasdaq, up 288 or 2.43. The biggest winner was the transports, up 353, 2.63. And the S&P was up 196, Russell up 1.2. That's 1.96% on the S&P, up just under $80. VIX was down pretty hard, 1703, down 181 or 9.6. So what do we think about a market that started off pretty well on Meta's earnings overnight and then just progressed all day? I'll tell you what I think. I think it's a load of crap. Um, Not because I don't believe that the market can go up, but I will tell you when I look at a company like Intel and it gets reported that they beat top and bottom line, that's when you know they're full of crap. They lowered expectations so dramatically. Yes, they did beat. They had a loss, though. Both revenues, both earnings, and poor guidance going forward. Except, of course, that, their $150 million CEO had his third anniversary now. And basically, every other quarter, he's told us that the bottom is here. Except the bottom is not here. They're still losing money. Their revenues are still declining. So, one thing to be a cheerleader, and I know that that's the purpose of the forward looking statements comment that goes along with all of these. But really, give me a break. Um, Amazon with a beat top and bottom. It closed at 109.82. That was up 484. It did get up as high as 123, and now it's sitting at 109.74. 109.74. It's actually down from the close after rallying $14 on the number. And I'm not saying that they have a problem, because frankly, I don't think that they do. But, give me a break here. Okay, Amgen with a miss on revenues and a beat on profit. And as Dennis always reminds me, you can screw around with just about anything, but not revenues and not volume. So, they missed on revenues. The stock closed up $1.54 at 240.34, traded up as high as a couple of pennies above the high, and then traded straight down to 233. Last is 234.93, down 387. Steel, US Steel, an actual beat. Stock closed 23.73, up a quarter. Not a very sexy company, but it is what it is. It's a major industrial part of our manufacturing businesses. 24.10, up 62. So about 30 odd cents better. Weyerhaeuser beat top and bottom, but gave poor guidance. 29.39 at the close, up 20 cents. Currently trading 30, up 81 cents. So a little bit better there. Snap with a miss. What a surprise. $10.50, up 62 cents. Traded to a slightly new high on the day of $10.89 on the headline. then collapsed to 805. Last is $8.45, down $1.44 or 14.5%. Pinterest, on the other hand, beat top and bottom, I guess. You just never know. And guidance was lower. So it closed 27.27, up 66. It did make a new high on that headline that they beat at 29.90. And then it too collapsed 23.41. Last is 23.50, down $3.11 or 12%. Honeywell, a real company, was up. They beat. The stock was up 771 or 4%. Caterpillar was a slight miss. They closed down $1.86 or 1%. And Eli Lilly, um, which has a great, very popular, and very effective weight loss drug, as well as an Alzheimer's trial in progress, made a new all-time high, closing 390.35, up 14.08, 3.75%. Energy was a little bit better. Oil was higher by 46 cents. Nat gas was higher by a nickel. Gold was slightly higher, 19.99. Silver 25.20, holding on to that $25 mark, up 14 cents. The dollar was slightly lower, down a nickel. Pardon me, up a nickel, slightly higher. The bonds were down about 1 3/8. Chart on the screen is the copper. It's up there because right around the bottom today, we actually increased our position in the FCX, that's Freeport McMoran, long call position that we have expiring next month. Um, the stock actually closed 37.47, up 19 after being as low as 36.68. So I think we may have managed to do okay. Um, the options, which we paid about 64.65 for, today closed 74, but they hadn't traded right at the end of the day. There was actually 76 bid offered at 79 cents, so that's a little better also. Let's just see if there's anything else that we want to look at in the futures. The grains have gotten crushed. Corn down almost 20 cents a bushel to 581. Soybeans down. Oil down. Soybean meal unchanged. Wheat, all three types of wheat, down 12 3/4, 18, and the spring wheat, which should be coming up now, minus 28, down to 785. So I guess we're going to have a little bit better harvest than what was expected. Oats also down, actually pretty strongly, down about 4%. As I said, oil up, heating oil down, gasoline down 2 cents, up 5 cents in the nat gas. Platinum down about 13, palladium down 16. Those were both higher when the gold was lower. Um, Cotton up big, up $2.04 at 80.40. The coffee, as I mentioned, pulling back down. The sugar continues to move higher. Cocoa basically unchanged. And Bitcoin up 1,790. That's a huge move, and so was the Ethereum. 1922, up 94. All right, everyone. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow morning before the open, we have Chevron, Exxon, NYCB, which is New York City Bank Corp, so community bank. So we'll have to see what that looks like. We also have personal income, personal spending, PCE, core PCE, Chicago PMI, and Michigan April consumer confidence. So we'll have to see what people really think about what's going on. Have a good one. I'll be back in the morning.